there. I'm Barb Brimhall, the BCB Stamper, and welcome to Step It Up Stamping. This is where we take one card idea and we turn it into three, all with simple steps that anyone could try. So whether you're brand new to stamping or just short on time, you'll walk away with something you love. For today's video, we are using one of my favorite sets. It's so cute. It's called Turtley Awesome, and it's perfect for birthdays, parties, celebrations, honestly, just about anything. It comes with a stamp set and dies. It also comes with a lot of other accessories, and I really think you're going to enjoy the cards today. So I'm going to put the catalog away. And I am going to bring out our simplest card. I like to call it a Busy Bee card because it is perfect for beginner stampers or anyone who just needs a card in a hurry. The base of this card is Cajun Craze cardstock. Then we have Darling Duckling, which is a new 2025-2027 Stampin' Up! In color. I love it. It's such a great yellow. And then I'm going with Very Vanilla today instead of white. I just liked the Very Vanilla better with these two colors, so I'm going with it. Now, if you need the instructions for these cards, all three of them are available to you, and there will be a link below where you can access that tutorial, okay? All right, so I'm just using black ink. I'm coloring in Mr. Turtle with Lemon Lime Twist, which is really a bright color, but I think it works with these two colors. And then I'm doing the cake in Balmy Blue. These are the Stampin' Blends that I'm using. Those are Stampin' Up's version of alcohol markers. And then I'm using Daffodil Delight on the candle flames. Now, I want to show you something. You really can't see it too well on camera, but because I wanted the cake to make Mr. Turtle look like he's holding the cake, right? I just stamped it on a different piece of paper and cut it out with scissors. It's not really noticeable unless you get your nose right up against that, okay? So very simple card, a card you could do in a hurry, super easy. Now, let's bring in the card if you want to do just a little bit more work. This is usually the card that I end up doing if I want to put a special card, whereas I do the Busy Bee card if I need a whole bunch of birthday cards. I have embossed the background of the Darling Duckling cardstock with the new Turtley embossing folder, which matches this suite of products. This time I did the sentiment in Cajun Craze ink, and I brought in some of the really fun Floral Impressions designer paper. I could have used the Turtley Awesome paper, but I had this paper sitting on my desk, so I went with it. It's, again, the Floral Impressions, and I loved this design with these two colors. So that's what I'm using. And this time I brought in Turtle number 2. Now, I did fussy cut out all of these with scissors, and that's what you'll see in the instructions. But obviously, if you have the Turtley Awesome bundle, I would use the dies because it'll make quicker work of cutting out all three of these. But I like to do cards that don't require dies or a cut and emboss machine. All right, you ready for the Queen Bee? This is the card that takes it up all the way to the top. And here we have it. It is a fun fold. I'm going to show you how this opens. Isn't that fun? It's just so fun, and it looks difficult. I'm going to go more into that column in a minute. It looks difficult, but it's really not because the dies do all the work for you. Now, I want to point out I brought in a second set of dies, the Stylish Shape dies. Those are the dies that are a staple. If you have a cut and emboss machine or a die cutting machine, I highly recommend the Stylish Shapes. I use them all the time. And I want to show you what's really cool about them it has detail along the edge. So I cut the banner out with the stylish shapes. I cut out these 2 squares that I turned into diamonds. And then I also cut out the circle. Now you can't see the stitching around the circle because of the pattern of the paper, but I want to give you a little better look of this column. It just kind of creates a little bit of a pop out. So all I did was take a piece of paper and score it. Let me see if I get you a better view. Scored it, and then it creates a column, right? And I put one, my hand's in the way. This could be hard to show. I want you to look right in here. You can see how I put one end up against this paper and the other end up against the edge of this paper. And then that just creates it. It goes flat kind of when you open it, but it also folds totally flat so that this card can go in an envelope. And then look at all the cute die cuts. Look at this cute apron and chef hat. Wouldn't that be cute for a barbecue? A summer barbecue? I just think that's so cute. How the strings go outside the turtle shell. I just think that's adorable. Let me give you a little bit closer look of that chef hat too. Isn't that fun? Oh my gosh, so much fun. And then you've got a little turtle singing happy birthday. That's why I did the notes coming out from the microphone. And what's fun about this card is I still only use 3 sets of blends. Lemon Lime Twist, Balmy Blue for the hat and the cake, and Daffodil Delight for the flames. I'm going to hold it up close. I'm going to slowly open it. There's the side of it. Very easy to do. Oh, I left one thing out, and it's because you can't see it real well. Let's look down here. This paper, which again is the Floral Impressions paper, I embossed this with the turtle embossing folder. You can't really see it real well. I don't know if it's necessary, but I did it because I like a little bit of texture on my cards. And then if you're saying, well, Barb, you don't have anywhere to write happy birthday and a message or whatever, I put it on the back. I just did the birthday notes and did the cake. Again, very vanilla. So quick and easy. Now let me put all 3 cards down. So I've got the Busy Bee card here. Very simple. Could make a ton of those. I think it's adorable. If you want to step this up just a little bit, you could add Wink of Stella on the cake or the candles. We've got the Worker Bee, which brings in the cut and emboss machine because of the background, the embossed turtle embossing folder. But again, guys, if you don't want to do that and you just want to hand cut everything out with scissors, which is what I did on this card, just leave the embossing off. Nobody's going to know the difference, right? And then for the Queen Bee card, well, this one's definitely over the top. And it's a really fun fold, but I think this card is just so cheerful. It's perfect for so many occasions. I did this as a birthday card, but it could be a barbecue. You know, it could be your invitation to a summer barbecue. And you could go with this version so you wouldn't have to do as much cutting and die cutting and stuff, and just put the chef hat and the apron on this turtle, right? So there's a lot of different ways you could do this. So thanks for joining me today for the Turtly Awesome bundle, and I'll be back next week with another Step It Up stamping. Talk to y'all later. Have a great week. Bye.